Welcome, everybody. Once again, it is I, Brendan Trexler, with another episode of Colonize the Ocean podcast. This is the June 1st, 2026. Man, this year is flying by. That's not always a good thing. There's stuff I want to get done. It's just like I'm not getting stuff done. You know what I mean? Anyway, so today I want to talk about underwater habitat video games. And the reason I want to bring this up is because on May 14th, just a few weeks ago, Subnautica 2 dropped. And for all the gamers out there, I'm sure we're waiting for this, especially if you're in this realm and this niche type of thing. But I want to talk about some other games out there as well. First off, Subnautica 2 is amazing for what it is. There's lots of stuff I wish it still would do, and it's in early beta or alpha or whatever it is. So there's a lot of stuff to come out. But I know some of the stuff I want isn't going to be able to come out. But I'm always looking for that, like, amazing underwater habitat builder game. And although there is building in Subnautica 2, which is really cool because you can build your own habitat, you can make it beautiful, you can get submarines, you can get submersibles, you can do all this kind of stuff. It's cool. Definitely encourage people to play it. And the cool thing about Subnautica 2 is it's multiplayer. So if you got friends, you can hop in there and you can hop in there and play together. There's Adam, Babe. I'm trying to get Adam to get the game. Babe and I have the game. We're definitely going to play in like a Twitch some night or some live stream where we're playing that together. So follow the socials so you can figure out when. But that's one. And they came out with a Subnautica 1 as well. And there was another like in between one as well that I didn't really play that one. But Subnautica 1 was amazing. Got lots of hours in that, like way too many hours in that. But some other games out there is another one that people always, when you're talking about, I'm working on underwater habits. Was it BioShock? Is it Rapture? It's like, no, it's not BioShock, which, again, cool game. But if you're more into that first-person shooter or horror type game, that's probably down just very noir-like look to it, very 50s, 60s architecture and stuff like that, but it's all set underwater. So, cool game series, actually, but just a little too dark and not realistic enough for what I like, so I could never really get into it. Even when I was playing like horror games and stuff like that back in the day. A couple others came across that some of them I hadn't even heard of, but when researching this, I was like, "Ooh, I gotta get that game. That looks cool." Which was like, two of them were Aquatico, and it's a real-time strategy game. So if you picture how most real-time strategy games look, that's what it looks like. But it's underwater habitats and underwater world and stuff like that. It looks really good. So I'm curious about that. I might have to pick that up. Another one was Surviving the Abyss, and it's more of like a SimCity style looking game, but for underwater habitats. Again, it looked really good. I don't know. All these games are fairly cheap right now for the most part too. A lot of them are either on sale or there's not expensive games. So you can pick them up for like 20 bucks or something like that. Another one that I loved, I beat the game. I wish it was longer. I wish it had more to it. Was Under the Waves. And not only did it look beautiful, but the habitats were real. The habitat, I guess, there's multiples in there, was realistic. It was grounded in like scientific fact. It was perfect. I mean, for what somebody like me that's into this type of wants to get into it, gorgeous game. The habitat is, it's just so good. Now, if you could build those habitats in the game, that'd be even better. But you get a submersible, you get to explore, you get to dive, you get a habitat you're living in. It's all cool. Short game. I definitely encourage people to check that one out. And the last one was Deepest Trench. That's a cool one. It's like a co-op game that you choose your decisions, and so you can have different outcomes to the game. I haven't gotten very far in that. Kind of lost interest in it. It's cool, but I'm not really big into those type of games, so I'm still struggling through it. But those are a few. There's others out there, especially if you get away from the underwater habitat aspect. Just underwater games are some really gorgeous diving games and underwater exploration games alone from the scientific side and just, for fun. But as far as underwater habitat and strictly dealing with habitats and building habitats and managing them and all that kind of stuff, these are the top ones out there. In my opinion, there might be some others I missed, but I definitely encourage people to check those out. In the whole Subnautica is here. They're adding to it. we're waiting now for big submarines to come out for us to start exploring more and give us more areas to explore and more chunks of the habitat to build and stuff along those lines. But if you are a gamer, I hope you enjoyed this one. Don't usually divert that much into this type of thing, but I thought it might be a fun one. So be curious on what you guys think, and if this is something you enjoy, just a more off collar, I guess, not enough off collar, but off cuff type of thing than the regular ones that are more grounded in reality, I guess. But you have to have some fun once in a while too. So the dream would be to get an ASC habitat in like Subnautica or something like that. We'll see, maybe one day. But anyway, wrapping this up, Patreon. We do a poll once a week. And last week, we were talking about this podcast, why I do this podcast. So that was what the poll was. He's like, why do you listen to Colonize the Ocean podcast? And the options were to follow ASC's underwater habitat developments, for general ocean colonization and seasteading ideas. I like the consistent Monday and Friday episode schedule. I appreciate the public record of these ideas being shared openly, or all the above. And all the above won. So there you go. So go over to our Patreon, patreon.com/Atlantis Sea Colony, and go take this week's poll, which will be about video games. I haven't figured out exactly what, but it'll be up at the time you're listening to this. So go over there. You don't have to be a member. You don't have to join. Just go have fun. Let your voice be heard. And the live stream we did, I think it was last week, it should be coming out. If you're listening to this on Monday, it'll be coming out tomorrow. So definitely check that out. We got a lot of stuff we said in there, especially towards the end, about some changes coming up and stuff that's going on. So I hope you have a good one, and I will catch you next week.